you think about Vietnamese learner in comparison with other learners from other countries?
Well, my experience here in the two, Ho Chi Minh City and here in Hanoi, is people ask incredibly good questions, great questions as a matter of fact, very deep, which tells me that they not only understand but really have a huge thirst and a desire to learn. A lot of times people are too shy, they don't want to ask, but here hands are up everywhere, which is a really good sign, which means that people really want to learn. And I think that of all the Asian countries I've been to, this is absolutely the most aggressive when it comes to wanting to learn something and wanting to grasp it.
The second question. IT is now doing a project called Learn to be Rich. So how do you think? Do you believe that you can learn to be rich?
Absolutely. Everybody can learn to be rich. Rich is a mindset. Whether you have a lot of money or not a lot of money, you can still be rich. Rich is a mindset. There are people that have a lot of money that are still poor people. There are people that have very little money but are very rich people in the way they live their lives. So rich is a state of mind. It's a mindset. It's not how much money you have or you don't have. And so absolutely you can learn it. I think that it takes eliminating a lot of the old conditioning that we have. You know, we grow up with certain beliefs around money, certain beliefs about what's possible. That's why in my programs I always try to give people an experience of being much bigger than they think that they were. And once they have that experience, now they feel richer, they can feel bigger. But absolutely, I mean, Learn to be Rich was actually the name of one of the
Social
first.
network. Yeah.
It was the name of the first product that Rich Dad put out after the book. I was a part of that program. It's called the Learn to be Rich series, and all the advisors I was involved in that. You should probably check that out. But because I'm a firm believer that everybody can learn to be rich.
You know, Money Rain.
Is this the third question?
Yes, the last question.
Okay.
Money Rain, the project, has brought many world famous speakers to Vietnam to share their tips and techniques to become rich. So, what do you think about the prospect of Money Rain project?
No, I think it's a great educational program. I think that in teaching people how to be rich, you got to give them multiple strategies, because one way does not work for everybody. Like, I talk a lot about sales, and I talk about little voice, and I talk about that kind of thing. Well, that's not for everybody, maybe. Some people might choose property. Some people might choose business. Some people might choose teaching. Some people might choose lots of different avenues. And so if you're going to provide education and teach people how to be rich or how to change that mindset, I think it's good that you bring in multiple people, because what may work for you may not work for him. What may work for him may not work for you. But if you expose, one thing I learned a long time ago, that the more I learned, the more people I went to, the more programs I went to, the richer I became. Because I'd learn a little from here and a little from there and a little from here, and after a while you put your own pattern, you put your own process together that works for you, because you're different than I am, and who's different than him. So the idea is, but if you only get one point of view and you don't understand, then you're at a disadvantage. But as IDT brings in more people and more speakers from a different point of view, then more people have an opportunity to learn and to find the strategy that works best for themselves. Because it worked for me, I think it'll work for everybody here too.
Thank you very much for your sharing.